Alright, hello everyone, GeoDubz back again. We have another daily challenge to do. Today is June 3rd. This is the daily challenge for June 2nd. It's gonna refresh with a new one in a few hours, so, I procrastinate on a lot of things, but we're still getting it done before the time runs out. So, last few scores have been kind of like a mixed bag. We're getting sub 20k still, sub 22,500, which is the threshold for the gold. Basically, let's try to get at least 20k this time. I think we can do it. Are you ready? Let's begin. So, start. And we have landed in what I right off the bat would like to say is ooh, where have we found ourselves? Okay, this is cool, kind of. I have no idea what that is, but we gotta stay focused. It reminds me of South America. Could be Central America as well. Let's see. I want any sort of language, any sort of sign. Got ourselves a little pickup truck here. Small odds that this also could be somewhere in Africa. Really just any sign, any language would be helpful. Even on a, or not even, but like rather on a dirt road here, we're not too sure. Look at these donkeys. You got these ones, and you got this one who's like darker and a little bit fluffier. Fluffy donkeys, and then some more. Well, that's cool. All right, yeah, I'm not sure. Let's see. Shout out to Rob. Ooh, okay, English. Are we possibly like in no, it just doesn't seem Australian. I believe that would be an African gentleman there. Let's see. Are we in Botswana then? Are we in Botswana? Because usually when I get Botswana rounds, if it's not somewhere on the highway, it's the land is pretty arid itself, and usually like the houses are kind of spaced out. I'm not 100% sure how commonplace English is in Botswana, but I know that I have seen it. If I can even just find, like, let's have a look maybe at this little truck here and see. So the windshield wipers face that way, which means that the steering wheel is on the right, which means that we are driving on the left. And we're actually coming up to a big road now. We got signs. We can maybe get closer to the signs. Love Botswana outreach mission. Okay. P.O. Box 299 Maun. Maun maybe means, or not means, but it might just be a town or a city or a settlement. And can we find it? You know what? There aren't that many roads. There aren't that many big roads in Botswana. Let's just go ahead and with 40 seconds on the clock, can we get like a general direction? I'm not too sure. This is tricky. This is tricky. I wish I got here a little bit faster, because I'm gonna first of all put something down here first. Should we just look a little bit? I don't know. We're kind of, this is gonna be more about luck than clues, because I honestly don't know where we are. Maybe a little bit like I'm thinking like maybe over here somewhere. Maybe not too far from this game reserve. But, well, it was not far from the game reserve, just on the complete other side. Oh, I could have zoomed in and seen this. And they even have an airport. No, that's just my bad there. I should have looked around the roads a little bit more. But it did take us a little bit of time to get out of that place initially. We got more than half points. We got 3,700, close to 4K, but not quite. Not the end of the world. Let us just continue into the next one. Some thoughts here for sure. I was gonna say that I'm getting Turkey vibes because on one of the other rounds that I played recently, I got a pretty abysmal Turkey score, and not necessarily because well, the reason was because I had placed the marker down where my gut instinct had told me to place it, which was on the west. And then I placed it in the east because I thought I lined it up with some mountains, but I mean, not the case here. And this area actually, I want to say this might even be the same area. I'm going to go ahead and just place the marker in roughly the same place that was like, I don't know, like somewhere over there. Let's assume that it's like it's to do with these mountain ranges, but also let's see if we can find a spot that will tell us, that will definitely point us to the name of a city or a town here. I think that would be most helpful. And actually, we had this sign. I don't know. I was mousing around, but I didn't just really pay attention to it. We have Shehir and Marchesi. Honestly, I don't know why I said it with an Italian accent, but that's just we are. Ooh. Lots of labels on the map. I mean, Turkey seems pretty well populated all around. That does make it a little bit more challenging to find, but where we would actually be. Let's do some compass work this time. Let's go back a little. Maybe that will tell us anything. PO, is that like... What is that? I see a bunch of signs that are, you know, that have to do with like travel. I thought that maybe that could... Oh wait, hold on. What is that? What is this sign? What is this blue sign? Konya and Besa here. I think I saw Konya earlier. I want to say that I did. Okay, mountains. We're gonna look at the mountains just because we do have a little under a minute left. Yeah, this does kind of look a little bit like the place that we got before. We have mountains, and honestly pretty big ones to the south of us, to the like east southeast of us, and then some to the north of us. So I guess this kind of checks out because there's mountains to the south. They kind of go to the east southeast, and then there's some that are kind of north of us. Are we maybe in like outside of that little town over there? Because it did look somewhat populated. 17 seconds left. I'm just gonna see if we come across any of the names that we saw on that sign there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be perfect either way, but 1 second left, and not bad. Not as bad as the other score. I am looking, and I don't really see anything that reflects what we saw on the signs. Last time what had happened is when I got an area that was like similar to this, it was like out here a little bit, and you know what, maybe I should have not gone so close to the coast. But yeah, I put it all the way over there, and I learned my lesson there. So we did break 4,000 points here. Let's go ahead and it's not getting any easier, I'll tell you that much. Okay, so that appears to be Hebrew, and what this means is that we are in Israel or Palestine. Not too sure which part, but usually when I've gotten these rounds before, it's been somewhere like around here. I'm gonna look for here, let me go back to that sign for a second and just see here. What were there any numbers? Were there any highway numbers or anything to that effect? Where did we start? I'm just gonna click that to save time. That could just be like a cautionary sign. I cannot... Wait, what is this? When bridge something? When bridge flooded. So... Oh, okay, there's another sign. Wadi Mishmar? I'm not sure what that symbol means, but I feel like we might be over here. And let's just zoom around, see what we can find. See, could be here as well, could be in Palestine itself. No, this feels like it's a lot more populated here. Yeah, really, in my experience, when it's pretty desolate and there's just a road and not a whole lot going on, it tends to be more around here, closer to Jordan and closer to Egypt. It's a tough call. Alright. See, I don't necessarily think we are near that. I'm gonna stick it maybe like somewhere over here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going a little bit north. This means that that's a river, I think. So let's see if we can find any rivers, maybe like way closer to the border. We actually could be near the Dead Sea or near this reserve here. I've gotten around with this nuclear research center before, and it did not really look like this, so highly doubt that. Ooh, that be the river? No, I mean that's not it, but okay. So we actually were very close to the Dead Sea. Let me just zoom into this river, see if I can find any info on it. Yeah, no, I placed it down here. Not getting that many labels for any of the signs that I saw on the road itself, but okay, I guess we will just know for next time. 4,710 points. Usually with these rounds, you're probably going to get a good score unless you are completely just across. But yeah, let's move on. And this, well, we have a lot of information to work with. I think this very well could be Indonesia. The Palang, like all of these, the thing with Indonesia is that every time I get an Indonesia round, I see a sign and it's in their language and I see it and I'm like, this sounds familiar. I bet I can find this on the map right now, but most likely what ends up happening is that it's just a word and I think that it's a place. But go ahead. Palang, like Palang does sound very, very familiar. I'm doing it again, aren't I? Alright, let's look for more clues. We are coastal, actually, so, you know, I think I maybe should have started with that. And that's a .org. Rural Hayat. Yeah, I mean, from what I don't even know what these are. I think these have more to do with just the fact that we're near the water. Like, these are some sort of nautical flags. But, like, I see a lot of red and white, so... should I just go, like, a smaller island, maybe? I don't think we're necessarily in Bali, but... like, somewhere... Let's keep looking, let's keep looking. And try to maybe... Shoot. We're on a bridge. Yeah, that, I mean, that looks like the sea, the ocean. What is that? That is, like, directly to the north of us. Of course, when you look at these islands, it doesn't really say, like, okay, no, that's probably... no. Kind of tempted to just stick it on Bali and on the north and call it a day, like the opposite of, like, the really touristy part. But, of course, that could be wrong. We could also be up here. 38 seconds. Let's keep going. Wait. They're offering... Yeah, well, Indo. Part of Indosat. That definitely makes sense. Oh, boy. Can we get anything? Can we get anything conclusive? That's like a university banner. 6 seconds left. I don't think we're gonna do super great, but let's just see where it takes us. And we actually, well, you know, I can't say that I got the island right because this is its own separate island. This is the Madura Island. That's where sorry, no. No, I didn't get the island right. I placed my guess on Madura Island here. near Socabana, and we actually ended up being on East Java in a place called, I believe that's just Tuban. And yeah, it's a pretty big place. I guess the other names, or what I thought were names that I saw, weren't very relevant here, but hey, you know what? Indonesia is not easy just because of how much it spans. You know what? Yeah, in hindsight, zooming out, I am content. I am more than content with this. I'm just glad that I kind of decided that, you know, yeah, we are facing the, well, the Java Sea in this case, not the ocean. But very well, let's continue on to the, okay. Oh, man. Excuse me, sorry. I got very, very flustered here because this is going to be our target, or our way to the 5K. So, we have to also cross-reference not just the compass on this boat, but the like the compass in general, and sort of look at the land over there. Like, for example, you got these big mountains over there. This looks a little bit less mountainy. Let's go ahead right to San Francisco, Golden Gate Bridge, not waste any time. Yeah, so I imagine the compass is correct. I imagine that this part is this, and I imagine those mountains are, whoa, what are these called? Like the Marin Headlands? The Golden Gate, is this just the, like the Golden Gate Mountains, or Golden Gate National Recreational Area? Either way, let's go ahead and drop the marker. I would say, here, we have a whole 2 minutes. Like, let's try to actually get this as good as possible. I feel like this came as a bit of a blessing for the score. If we get 5K, we're gonna, shit, even if we get 4K, we're gonna break 20K. Let's just go ahead and, move directly under the bridge. So we're definitely a little bit closer to this post. And if we do the math here, how many, or not posts, but like the support of the bridge, we have how many of them in total? Ooh. So, is it just that one? Is this one just like dead in the middle? Because that could be it. The perspective could be fooling me a little bit. Oh, okay, no, it's not dead in the middle. It's closer to the beginning. So, like, probably like over here is where that. No, that's hold on. It could be dead in the middle from. No, I still am not convinced. Yeah, and we're a little bit south of it, so I'd put us a little bit here-ish. And then if we were to, excuse me, if we were to look over here, the beach just begins over here, and we're facing a little bit towards that side. Also, it juts out, kind of. Is that maybe it? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're a little bit out here. Maybe like a tiny bit here. I'm just gonna go for it. And, oh, so close to getting a 5K. Somebody did manage to get it. I was a little too far north, and I was a little bit too far west. But in total, we got 1 point off from 4,999. We got a total score of 22,009 points. If it had been a 5K, it would have been a very satisfying 22,010. So I guess this is the first time we broke 20K on this channel, and it's 22,000, so it's a little bit more than that. I'm content. We managed to, at the very least, get each country right, which is a win. And yeah, I guess we will call it there. Thank you again for watching. We now have a new record to go off of. This is not actually my personal best with the daily challenges, but ever since I started this channel up, that's how I'm going to be counting it. So once again, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe if you feel like this is something that you might be interested in. I think actually next week I'm going to start doing some Battle Royale content because I play throughout my day anyway. And, you know, let's do it. All right, everybody take care, and I will see you guys in the next one.